Welcome back for another Pokemon Showdown battle. And today I'm going to be doing a post-narration unlike any of the other videos which I've done, which have been either live commentaries or just a battle with music put over it to just, kind of whatever, just to showcase the battle. And so this battle I picked in particular because the dude I faced in OU was probably the most butthurt guy I've ever faced on Pokemon Showdown. One of, if not the most butthurt. And he brings, I used one of my just thrown together teams that was based around physically defensive Azumarill with Sap Sipper and then Assault Vest Electivire. And it was no way like a really good team. I just threw it together. I think I only have like 2 things that would be considered OU, and most of the stuff would be considered either UU or NU. And this guy used, of course, the most standard of standard OU teams, as his name was OU Playa. And I proceed to shit on him after he gives me a whole bunch of shit for my team. Let's go ahead and start it. So as you can see, that's a pretty damn standard team. And so I lead off with my defensive Bugs here, which is my defensive Azumarill, and he's gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve and Dragon Dance in my face. I'm just like, I could care less. I resist pretty much everything, even if which he reveals that he has Earthquake, but I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I give him the obligatory good luck, have fun, of course, as you can see in the chat. I kept the chat open so you can see exactly everything I say and everything he says. So he goes for the Earthquake. I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to go for the Skull and just get damage on him. Because I had Knockoff, but Knockoff won't do any damage to him. I think Skull would... I don't know what'll do more. But I didn't have Seismic Toss on this one. So I switch out because I'm like, he's probably going to go for the Earthquake again. So I switch out to Sigilyph here because he's flying. And yeah. So he's not going to get hit by the Earthquake. And then I go ahead and switch back into my Azumarill, and this guy's like right here, oh, you're an idiot, Toxic and Scald, what? I'm just like, whatever, look at that, I predicted the shit out of him. I knew he was going to go for a Dragon Claw. He could have went for Fire Punch, but he didn't, so whatever. He goes for the Fire Punch now, and he gets the burn. And then of course, look, I say, oh, you just don't know anything besides the standard of standard teams. So I go ahead and take out that Charizard, pretty much almost solely by Azumarill. If I was huge power, I probably would have taken him out much easier. But whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, I only know the good movesets. Apparently not, because this one is totally shitting on your team. And I knew when he went to Brillium, I was just, this is it. And I'm like, obviously it's working since I killed your Charizard. Oh. And so I'm just sitting here, just soaking up Brillium's shit, and he's like, oh, by switching. Well, no shit, I'm not gonna stand in there and die. That'd be stupid. So I get the burn on him, and that's gonna completely neuter him. Even when he went for the Swords Dance, I was like, Bugs ain't gonna give a fuck. He resists everything he does, and he's just gonna keep on going for the Mach Punch and a Swords Dance. Well, the burn neutralizes the Sword Dance, but still, a Mach Punch from a Breloom with probably Technician only did like 10%. So right now I'm just getting residual damage on him, just whatever. Because I know I'm not going to be able to completely kill this thing, so I'm just getting damage off on him. He's like, oh, I'm so done, it's not even good, just hacks. Dude, I got 1 burn on you. You got a burn on me with a fucking Fire Punch. And yeah, and then I reply, oh, I knew exactly what you're gonna do. Shit, man. And then this is my Guts boosted Raticate, so I'm just gonna go ahead and protect because I predict the Mach Punch and I could get my Flame Orb Guts boost. And unfortunately Raticate doesn't do much, and yeah, so he's gonna go ahead and switch into his Dragonite, which of course has the multi-scale. Now I'm just gonna go straight for the Facade, or Facade, whatever you want to say it. And I get the crit, which is like, that's unfortunate, and I do say it in chat, unfortunate. And he proceeds to Dragon Dance in my face again. I'm like, dude, are you serious? You trying to do this? And so he's obviously gonna outspeed my fucking Raticate, because Raticate is Eradicate, and I didn't have any priority moves. So he goes ahead and does that, kills off Raticate. And so I'm gonna bring in my Choice Scarf Skeptile, and I'm just gonna use Dragon Breath because I was like, that's the only super effective move I have against it, plus it has a chance of paralyze. And of course, what else will he have but fucking weakness policy? Standard of the standard. But I get the paralyze on him, because Dragon Breath has a 30% chance of paralyze, and I'm pretty much just sending out Sigilyph for slaughter. Actually, I don't. Duh. I outspeed it because he's paralyzed, so I just go ahead and slaughter off the Dragonite, and he's like, oh, you are so lucky. And then I said, at least you're forfeiting. I meant, at least you're not forfeiting. So I commend you for that, which I did. I commended him for not forfeiting that, and he proceeds to again belly drum in my face. And I'm just like, I could wall you to hell and back. Well, maybe not that much, but I could wall you with Porygon 2 because that is a specially defensive. I'm gonna say, yeah, specially defensive Porygon 2. And so, for whatever reason, he does not go for the frickin' Aqua Jet, I guess predicting Toxic, but obviously I didn't go for that. I wish I had a physical move so I could gain a boost from the, what's it called, the Traced Huge Power, but I proceed to go ahead and Toxic his Togekiss, which brought him. I'm like, alright, this thing is toxic, so it's neutered. Unless he has Heal Bell, but he probably doesn't. He's probably just an offensive asshole, T-Wave, Air Slash, and then he reveals that. So I want to keep Electivire alive because he can clean up things from here with Thunder Punch. He outspeeds Togekiss, he outspeeds Mandibuzz, and he could pretty much do hit kill both of them. So I'm just letting Porygon 2 sit in here. Seizures V2, which is a reference to the Pokemon anime episode in which Porygon was featured in, and a lot of kids were reported having seizures because of that episode, because of Porygon having all these flashing colors and shit. So that's where that name came from. This is gonna go ahead and Aura Spear, and that's gonna do not much to my Assault Vest Broly Electivire here. And yeah, he's gonna proceed to die from toxic damage. I'm just sitting here, I'm like, okay, I could take on your Mandibuzz, no problem. But he decides to be an asshole and time stall and wait the timer out, and as I say, thanks for playing it thus far, but then he proceeds to time stall, and I'm like, time stall? Well, don't mind me, I'm just gonna watch a video while you sit in shame. He's like, oh, I have to go, but you are not brilliant. I am not good at this game. I've been playing for 1 week. Obviously, I would say you're pretty good because of all the predictions you made. You're not smart for setting up. That's really hyper aggressive, but it's whatever. He's like, oh, you have just luck, you dick. I got 2. Oh, okay, I got a burn and a paralyze. Both of those were a 30% chance. You proceeded to T-Wave me and get a burn off of a Fire Punch, which is a 10% chance. And I'm like, well, sure, whatever, standard bitch, because look at his name, OU Playa. And I shit on him with, I think, Porygon 2, it's either UU or OU, and I think the only OU Pokemon that I have is Azumarill. And yeah, this guy shit on my team, and my team shit on him. Or at least he gave me shit for it, and then I shit on him. So yeah, that's this battle. Fuck this guy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next battle. Or at least next video. Peace.